Hi everyone, welcome to today's transmission. This one is about the twin flame pathways coming together. If you saw my last video linked below about what I was perceiving from the masculine as his pineal gland activated, lit up, and the words came through from the lyrics of the song, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. I think we can make it now, the pain has gone. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. The next stage after that was I felt the masculine heart open on the left side where he was looking at the divine feminine. So the divine feminine within himself, as well as his divine feminine counterpart, and seeing them clearly, seeing how bright they were. And as this antidote came in, this focus came in of the perception and of the seeing clearly, there was a lot of resolution of all the multidimensional levels of feminine suppression, including the mother wounds down the masculine line and the feminine line, through the mother and the wounded mother or the distorted mother. And with this, we saw an activation of the mother, the maiden, and the crone. And Mother Mary has been coming in, her beautiful, feminine, nurturing, divine energy have been coming in through almost everybody I've been speaking to that are working as feminine twin flames in my circles. And so this beautiful reverence coming in through the feminines for the feminine energies, as well as through the masculines for the feminine's energies. And as these activated and the mother wound cleared and the mother, the maiden, the crone were healed, the suppression of the feminine through past life persecution cleared through the neck, the lower back. This is affecting our choices in what we say yes and no to. The lower back is feeling that lack of support for being able to stand in our own power, especially in the real world, the financial world, the providing for self. And then the hip, the left hip, as in moving forward in our feminine inspirations, in our feminine pathway forward, came in. So as the masculine's heart opened and he had reverence for his own inner feminine, divine feminine, as well as his divine feminine counterpart as an extension of that, the words to this song was, everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. So he's seen this bright, sunshiny day and clarity and joy as the obstacles cleared and the reverence came in, and particularly for the feminine aspects. And then I started receiving light code downloads. I'll share some here of the pathway forward, the joyful, bright pathway forward, and that sunshine on the horizon, and these new horizons appearing, as well as a lot of different elements clearing and moving through around the new forward through a series of codes. I'll put the link below to those. And each of those codes contains different elements of clearing those obstacles in the way and being able to see that clear vision forward into the new timeline. In the new timeline is where the twin flames are unified. So we've been working with bringing the unified star homes and working with all the higher dimensional levels of separation into the physical homes on the earth, and that can even mean cohabiting, clearing and preparing, clearing anything in the way to being in that level of day-to-day unity with your twin flame on the ground, and making space as well for that higher vibrational co-creative rather than codependent relating. So as that starts to come in and we're heading towards this horizon, I heard the masculine say, it's beautiful how you are working on at the physical level with clearing all of those blockages and visioning forward. But when you're visioning, are you visioning us together? Are you visioning those pathways together? Are you seeing your pathway forward leading to my pathway forward that we are both working on simultaneously in parallel? And something kicked in. And so as the feminine cleared the suppression and the trauma, there's a shift in the solar plexus. And as the solar plexus clears, there's also been a lot of womb clearing with the mother wound. So that's been working very much through the womb as well. There was an activation and opening and a release through the lower chakras from the solar plexus, the sacral, the base chakra. As that cleared, then I saw this painting, the Hero's Journey painting, which has been about 3 different stages in the masculine, divine masculine's movement forward towards unity with his divine feminine counterpart. And she has these 3 gateways around her temple that he has to have the magic vibration, the magic intention. He has to have progressed through in his life to be able to get through those gateways. And you can see that there is a key there just in front of him at the last point before he moves through those gateways. So we've been tracking his movements over many years and over the eclipse cycles, or we're just moving back into the eclipse cycles. So I saw that key. So the feminine and the masculine have both been working through the feminine masculine aspects within them. And I saw as she visioned them together, their paths merging together after her lower chakras had cleared, which you can see it as the feminine had brought to the table the cleared upper chakras and the activated upper chakras, whilst the masculine was working the lower chakras. And so as we've come to the meeting point, that key is available once those lower chakras have been cleared. Just like we saw with the mother wound, healing, the reverence of the feminine coming in, the feminine loving herself, the masculine within the self and within the counterpart seeing the feminine clearly, that key became available. And that's where we've got to. So this is a short energy update with some light codes through the images. And each of those steps have really big processes around them, which I will share in other videos. However, I just wanted to bring through some light language and potentially a channeled message to go with that summary of where we're up to just before we head into the first eclipse on the 7th of September. Ashata ia kasha koya kata ia kasha kai ia kai, ia koya ta ia kasha kaya kotosho kasha katosho katai, ia kasha katoya kata ia kasha kai, oya kata ia kasha kaya ta ia kaya koi, isha taya kaya kaya kai, isha kaya taya kaya kai, isha kaya taya kia koya kata ia koi. In the benevolent spectrums of light that enfold you now, you are being shrouded in the wedding veil of the golden dawn that awaits you through the twin flame marriage. Aya kata ia kasha koi, aya kata ia kasha koya ta ia kai, asha kia kaya 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 kai. Rest assured in your peace, self-trust and stillness that what is coming for you is in your highest alignment and highest truth. And the more you stand in your truth, your integrity, and your trust, the more you will be called forward onto the pathway of light that unifies you and your twin flame journey. Blessings and much love to you. So you received a lot of codes through the images there and through the sounds and even through my energy field and voice from having moved through all of those transitions myself. If you would like to dive deeper and expand on any of those specific aspects or parts or stages of that journey, or receive the codes through products to use in your home to consciously use those energies and move through those, then check the description box below for links. And know that you have received quite a lot of activations into your energy field already, so you want to just listen to your bodies, rest when you need to, notice discomfort, uncomfortable emotions, thoughts that come up, allow them to move through as part of the process of moving out, and drink a lot of water to help the process. Take care. See you next time.